And so it's so funny to hear him say that, because it's just like you feel that when it's like such a big part of your life that like it doesn't stop. It just never stops.
Great day to play. Great day to play.
And I think of a melody that I would make to like put that certain siren into a music. So I think every day. But right now, since it's been so long, our last album, we will be releasing next year our second album.
Is it done?
Almost. Just have to record everything.
It's a trap.
Is this the album? Tell me if I get this wrong. Peg to tag.
Yeah. Basically, it translates to strengthening.
Strengthening.
Yeah. Our first album is Pagsibol. That's called Sprouting.
Oh, okay.
And now it's an exclamation point. The first one is a question mark, and then this one goes exclamation point. So the seed, and then the strengthening of the tree. So it's called Pagtatag.
I like that.
Oh, that's cool. How many songs are done already?
So in our first album, I think we have 9 songs, and then in our first EP called
He's not sure.
He's like, I don't
He's
know.
not sure.
it's 9 songs including the instrumentals. So
Yeah.
For
basically,
this new album, are any of them done?
for the last album Pagsibol, it's 6. This and the upcoming album is also 6.
Okay.
So like 4 of them is done already.
Oh, wow.
Is this going to be like a series? Is there going to be more than just this next one?
It's a trilogy actually.
Oh, cool.
So like 3 EPs.
So it's a trilogy. Pagsibol, a question mark, and Pagtatag is exclamation point. The last one is Simula ayn wakas. Simula ayn wakas. Basically, it translates to start and end, which is a dot.
Period.
I like
Yeah,
that.
a period.
I really like that.
Are you writing all these songs? Are you a co-writer on all of them?
I'm urging them as well.
Yeah.
but
So are you guys writing anything or?
for the past songs, I have written all of it.
Yeah, most of the
Oh,
songs.
wow.
But,
Spoiled everything.
yeah, but in the future, of course, we
He
will,
just spoiled
we will
everything.
We will help Pablo as well. Yeah.
But since we have our positions, everyone's doing their own thing, and that makes us the group and
Totally.
work together.
And you get to know them, right? So they're not imprinted on these songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
When Pablo brings you guys a song, what are you all looking for?
What are you locking? Oh, I know. What?
What are we all
Like-
looking for? Like,
What are you listening for?
Yeah, what are you listening for? What are you looking for in a song?
For me, I'm always asking Pablo about the message, like the image he imagined when writing the song.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to convey, so that
Because
I can
he's the creative director.
conceptualize and like create something out of it.
Mm.
So yeah.
For
On the
me, I
message.
think the sound and the beat of the song. Well, of course, I do the choreography. That's why I need to know what's the song, the beat and the sound looks
It's
like,
all
so
about
that I can already imagine, or I can, inside my head, I can already make something.
Mm. And also, he always tells me he wants to be the ending of the song.
What do you mean?
He told me that I want to be the ending fairy. Like the one who's
Those
going
dang
to
high
I'm
notes.
just joking. Yeah, because that time I watch a lot of videos, and there's in K-pop there's a thing they called ending fairy, where the one member he will going to finish the song while doing looking at the camera.
You want that?
Yeah, I was joking
want
that
that.
time. I said, Pablo, can you make me the ending fairy of this song? And that's Mapa, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And he did. I'm the ending fairy of that song.
Do you rotate this position amongst the group, or?
Yeah, I rotate it as much as possible. Because each of us have different abilities, different strengths. So I try to make it as much as possible highlight their abilities in that certain song. So for him, he's really good at rapping as well. For him, he has a very low voice.
Yeah.
So I try to complement everything together and create a very dynamic song.
You really understand see, that's it. You understand everybody, you know their identity, you know their strengths and weaknesses, and it all it plays a part.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really important.
By the way, you got to listen to SB19's music, all on Amazon Music. We're going to put a link in the description below. What are you thinking?
Well, it's saying that WYAT is your first English song, but isn't Bazinga in English too?
Yeah, Bazinga is English too, but the bridge part of that song is in Filipino, in Tagalog.
Oh.
But for Where You At, WYAT, it's all in English.
Okay. Why was it time to release a full English song?
Honestly, when my brother and I made the beat, we felt like this should be in English. We didn't really think that. I don't really think I will be writing an English song. I will be writing in Filipino. I just immediately know what language I should use in that certain music, in that certain beat.
Huh.
Wow.
I like that.
Was it hard to record it in English?
Was it hard? Well, fairly. It's not really hard to record in English because English is
You
our
say yes,
second
it is.
language. English is our second language. In the books, it's the medium that we use.
Totally.
So most Filipinos are familiar and,
Yeah.
or can understand or speak English. But of course, it's always an effort to do something that you're not really used to using. Since of course, Filipino is still the first language that we use.
He's like, yeah, it's hard. What was the hardest part about
Yeah,
it?
there you go. Yeah, not easy.
Well,
I think
is it?
it's the accent. that
Yeah,
we're going
pronunciations of
Pronunciation.
some
Yeah.
stuff like
words.
3, like those some words
It's
with
really
with
hard for me
those
to
th and those words like you have to cut the t, like get instead of get.
I think Filipinos are really perfectionist.
Totally.
Because when I listen to different countries, for example Korea, they don't really use the pronunciation of American or
They do it in their own way.
yeah, they do it in our own way. And for example, Singapore, they have Singlish, which is like a localized version of English.
I thought they were
But
singing well.
Filipinos, we always is this correct? Is this the right pronunciation? Why don't we do it on our own? Right.
What are you thinking?
How's tour been across America? Is this the first time you guys have been here?
Yes, it's the first time. Really great.
We
It's
didn't
really
really know what to expect, but it was really overwhelming and massive for us. Most of our tours were sold out, so we were really surprised. Wow.
Yeah, it's
So
it's
crazy.
our worry when we started the tour because it's our first time in another country
Yeah.
performing. We're thinking about how will the fans or how will the people receive our performances, or will it be even will they be even interested in our concert? But so far, most of LA is a sold out concert, so really, really, really thankful and really blessed.
Are you nervous?
Before we go on stage, of course, we're always
All
nervous.
the time.
Like
What do you guys
Uh,
do before you go on stage?
we do a huddle.
Okay.
We pray.
Do a
We do a huddle. Like basically, we try to hype each other up. It's okay to make mistakes,
Yeah.
but don't. Okay? It's okay to make mistakes, but don't.
But not today.
A lot of people are watching us. We're trying to make a good impression, so
I like that.
Do good today.
It's pretty wild that you're on a tour of this magnitude. You're selling out in LA, and then just a couple years ago, you thought that your second single would be your last.
Yeah.
Is that wild to think about?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like
Still unbelievable.
When we watch our old videos, I always, I'm always about to cry. Like it's something really surreal.
And when you really think about it, it's meteoric, right? Like how fast they went from there to sold out. It doesn't seem like there was really and probably that's due to COVID, right? Because you have all this pent up demand of all these people that learned about you, where I feel like a lot of times when artists are introduced, right? Maybe you're like an opening act for somebody bigger, and you start making your way into the field, and you do smaller concerts, and then the concerts get bigger and bigger and bigger, and you grow over time. Where for them it was just like bam, like they're just there, and then all of a sudden, with all the pent up demand between the pandemic and everything like that, they're just selling out LA shows, and there weren't small shows. So it's just like, it's I don't know. It's crazy to think about that. And Lucas and I talk about it all the time of what would happen, how you even think about even just us having the studio and where we are now compared to where we were 2 years ago is crazy. I couldn't imagine taking that and then multiplying that scale by 100. Wow, incredible.
Us, something really unbelievable. Like why us? Why are we here right now? And when we try to look at other artists, we're not the best. I mean, why us? Why are we here? But since we're here right now, we just try our best to improve and like cater to the fans, and just be thankful of what we have right now, and just do our best and perform.
Have you gotten like a clear answer to that question of why you? Do you need to answer that question?
I guess the authenticity, because
I think he's spot on with that.
When you love performing,
Their authenticity is through the roof.
This platform is really, really great, because we get to do what we love, we get to enjoy what we love, and at the same time inspire people and motivate people. And I think when you're doing something that you really love, it translates, or it transcends to them. They get the message, or they get motivated. Really, the message really goes to them. Like they receive it really well. And when we do something, we always take pride in what we do, because it's been hard for us. We made it this far, and everyone has been really, everyone has been really doing their best, and everyone's just trying to achieve their dreams. And we're just thankful to all the fans who have been believing in us ever since the very beginning. Before, 7 people all out, still all out. 7 people all out, 2 people all out. Even when we performed before on a Chinese event audience, they're not even listening to us, but still all out. Because no matter big or small the stage is, you should never regret what you're doing. So we just pour everything
I love that.
out.
Well, SB19, everybody, you gotta listen to the music. Link in the description below. I appreciate you all. Thank you for
so
being
much.
here, and
Thank you
thanks
so
for
much.
sharing your honesty. It means a lot.
Thank you so much, Zach.
All the
Yeah.
music's on Amazon Music. Click, click, click. Please, please, please. SB19, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. That was really good. It definitely finished off. It was really, really hard at first to watch. It definitely finished off better than the way that it started. You could just tell, like, he was definitely going through some stuff. But I get it. Like, if you're sick and you have it scheduled, then you push through it and you make it make it work. And I think that there was just, it was really, really nice how much they were kind of able to open up. It was kind of funny though, because this is where, and probably because Pablo seems to be the most polished when it comes to English. Josh also seemed though to be pretty comfortable, but like there were definitely times where like Pablo was kind of like, kind of talking over them, or they were like talking over each other. And you can tell like that, those are the moments where you can tell like they're still very, very much learning each other. And that's okay. Like that's all part of the process, and it's just cool to see that. It's cool to see that rawness and them just be real, and like him talking about kind of like their album concepts. And I remember that Justin was like, oh, I think we spoiled it. Like maybe they weren't supposed to talk about like what the third album concept was, and that was supposed to be a surprise. But I just find it really, there's something really, really refreshing about them, because they really feel like it's more like an independent artist that isn't necessarily being led by somebody telling them exactly what to say or whatever it is. It's I don't know. There's something really, really cool about that with them, and I'm excited to learn so much more. So I hope that you guys are enjoying this, and if you're catching this in the last part, don't forget to go back and watch all the other stuff that we've done with the interviews, because there's going to be multiple parts of these that are going to come out days after days. But by the time that this one's out, they should all be out, so you can go back and watch all of them. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and the notification bell if you already haven't. I definitely have been enjoying this journey with all of you. I enjoy reading your comments. I enjoy talking to you all on Twitter, so make sure that you're following us on there, or Instagram. We do a lot of correspondence on Twitter right now. And make sure that you're following along with either a Spotify, Amazon, Apple, wherever you get your music, because our SB19 covers will be out soon, and you guys can check all those out. If nobody told you that they love you today, don't forget that I love you. You're appreciated, always welcome here in this channel, and you are enough. And last but certainly not least, it was a great day to play. Thanks, guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye.